Hey, ladies and gents, it's Zem, and for the event that's coming up, they've decided to offer a bunch of airplanes up here for sale. Some of these I didn't have myself, so I picked up the Wirraway, and I'm actually going to do the review on it, but I'm going to show this to the people that haven't seen this. They have a couple package deals, the 2PA, the full gear package here, the Lag 3.4, the 81A, for 16 bucks. They have the Buffalo and the YP29, the 180-3, and if they have the Spitfire Mark 1A back into the deal for 99 cents. If you already have it, you can sell that plane and turn around and buy this one for 90 cents, and you're gonna get you're not gonna get the gold for it, but you're gonna get a bunch of credits and another pilot if you're interested in doing that kind of stuff. You can. The 2PA and of course the model 81A1. I don't have this aircraft. I'm probably gonna end up picking up and purchasing it, and then giving a review on it. The Boomerang's up for sale. The Phantom, I don't have this one either. Uh, and of course, I bought the Wirraway for $3.20. This is the review I'm going to do right now. It's a 50% off. This one, the I-16 Type 29. I'm going to do this review too. We had this aircraft we won in a contest almost 2 years ago. I've never did a review on it, but I'll do a review on it so you guys can see what it is if somebody's interested in picking up this bundle. So I'm going to do a couple reviews on these planes that are in these bundles. I don't think I did one on the 180-3. Yeah, but so for the next couple days, I will be putting up these reviews for you guys to see what these planes are about, if anybody's interested in purchasing them. So back to the Wirraway. Well, what do we have? This is another Australian. Or it's not even the right accent. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Another Australian aircraft. So at the beginning of World War II, the British were being pressed by, of course, Germany. Their industrial might production was geared toward keeping the island safe, I guess you would say. In doing so, they were unable to really produce a lot of aircraft for Australia. Australia themselves received a vast majority of their aircraft from, I shouldn't say vast, half of their aircraft from the British. So with the British being pressed, the Australians decided that let's start producing our own aircraft. So they looked around. They didn't want to delve into the high performance aircraft like the Spitfires. They didn't have the production lines for it. And it would take them up to 5 years to get that up and rolling. So instead, they looked around. They shopped around. They picked up the I think it's the NA-16 is what it was. It was a trainer aircraft from America, and they took they they took the aircraft. They licensed built this aircraft along with the radial engine as well, and they started producing these Wirraways. So initially they were just going to be general purpose flight trainers. With the war in the Pacific, of course, they got pressed into duty more as long as light bombers and attack aircraft. They were relatively easy to build. I do believe they produced several hundred of them. At least like I said, at least for the training part of it, and they did use these in actual combat. However, they were hopelessly outmatched by the Zero in just about every way. Speed, altitude, and turn rate was, yeah, these aircraft never should have seen combat, but they were pressed into service because it's the only thing they had. In fact, the most impressive thing about it, the fact that they did it is still boggling. 8 squadrons of Wirraways were used in the defense of the city of Rabaul. Yeah, of the airplanes in the 8 squadrons, only 2 actually survived. They took on over 100 Japanese fighters and were essentially decimated. However, like I said, it was impressive that they even attempted it, but they did. We do have, and if you've watched my Boomerang review of this, of a review of that aircraft, the Boomerang was the offshoot of the Wirraway. This was the high performance version of the Wirraway and turned into a fighter. Was not very successful. If you watch the review, you know what I'm talking about. This aircraft actually was able to shoot down a Japanese Zero, which means it shot down one more aircraft than the Boomerang did. But all in all, like I said, used extensively in World War II for the Australians to train pilots. Used after World War II to train pilots all the way up to 1957. Yeah, very solid aircraft, just not, just was not very successful against any other kind of aircraft. So, with that said, what do we have in game? And I'll give you right off the bat, I'll give this a thumbs up aircraft. I'm not a GA pilot. I'm not that sadistic. I could put myself through that if I wanted to. Just the two games that I'm going to show you, I was just thinking to myself the whole time. I was like, is this what GA pilots feel like? I mean, literally flying from one objective. And it doesn't help with the maps. I mean, these are tier 3 planes. The maps are ridiculously far apart for objectives, and you spend most of the time just flying at 200 kilometers an hour or 190 kilometers an hour from one objective to the other, and you're just like, oh, Jesus, fuck. But yeah, that's my take on GAs. But anyway, I had a good time in it. It was a fun plane, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Definitely not a 2 thumbs up because it's GA. I don't think you'll ever see me give it 2 thumbs up on a GA, but yeah, you never know. Yeah, it's a solid aircraft, produced well for what I was doing with it. But you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. So what do we have in game? Well, we have 2 synchronized machine guns, 303s out the front. We have a rear gunner here with a 303, and it carries 4 250-pound bombs. Very nice. I run the Ordnance Delivery Site 1, turret stabilization, and reinforced airframe on this aircraft. Of course, I don't have much up here for pilot skills because I just bought the aircraft. But, you know, I'm thinking more along the lines of protection expert, maybe demolition expert, this kind of stuff here to help this aircraft out, or even the marksman might be all right. We'll see here. And of course, with the rear gunner, definitely probably going to keep working on for the ballistics expert, and either defensive fire. We'll see. But yeah, for the most part, I enjoyed the aircraft. What I played in it. You know, I had 1 win, 1 lost in it for these 2 games here to kind of give you an idea what this thing can do. So being prepared for a very long flying around session. So I'll bring up the gameplay for you guys, and you guys can check out what this thing can do. Oh, before I forget, let's see what we can do for the money-wise here. This win was 68,000, not too bad for a tier 3. And this one was 102,000. I mean, that's 102,000 in a bomber, or in a tier 3. So not too bad. And that was even in a loss too. So yeah, I'll bring these up for you guys, and you guys can take a check out, a look at what this thing can do. All right, guys, back with the first game in the Wirraway, and the new map. I've never played this map. This was new for me. It's at night. Ooh, scary. We're heading over here to the mining plant. We're going to see what this thing can do with its bombs. I'm not terribly sure how destructive they are, so I probably get a little overkill on some of these ground targets. Actually, no, I didn't. Surprise, surprise. Drop 2 on that one, and finish it off. No, I didn't actually finish it off. So killed that ground target, flipped over, and now I'm going to have to deal with some of these air defense fighters. These got to be knocked out right off the bat. So picked him up, and we flipped it. So, ooh, nice. Not a bad little start. And like I said, there's a few humans. One's in a Skua, one's in a Bristol 133. So we picked up the garrison right off the bat. We're heading over here to the other garrison. There's 3 garrisons on this map, and they're so terribly far apart. Boost a little bit here, 270 kilometers. Yeah, it's a long ass way to the other side. Apparently Holix is AFK. I'm not sure why he's flying out there. I thought maybe he'd see me and make a run at me, but that's why you see me kind of lining up here on him to see if I can get a good pass on him. But he doesn't, so I'm not going to spend the time and effort to chase him all the way out here. I'm going to turn around here shortly and proceed onto my target. So the KI knocks him down, the KI 27, and now of course, like I said, we have the garrison right here. Unfortunately, all the bots take off on me to chase the whatever he is. I don't know if he was a bot or an AFK pilot, I wasn't sure, but yeah, they go off and chase him. So we're just going to work our way in here slowly but surely. Yeah, apparently he was a human pilot, and we're going to come in here on the SCUA 423 Bond Crusher. He sees me, I see him, we exchange greetings, and we fly by, rear gunner, start pummeling him. Yeah, nice gun on this thing. Put quite a few shells into him before he's out of my range, and now I have to deal with which is a crap ton of aircraft here. Now, if you are a GA pilot, and I'm not really a GA pilot, but if there is other GAs in a target, especially if they're bots, kill them. I have seen so many games screwed by human pilots not killing the bots, right? I mean, you literally watch the circle go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, what? Just go shoot down the GAs and then bomb. So you're going to see me, that's what I'm doing here. I'm knocking out GAs for a reason. Otherwise, you never get anywhere with the actual destruction or taking the objective because you spend way too much time watching the cap flip back and forth. So pick up the A4N. He's busy trying to kill my KI, and we need to kill him. So get on his rear, finish him off. Got the TSH now. See if I can finish him off. And we finally actually pick up the objective. He's knocked out. Now we just have a bunch of red baddies to take care of. I have about half my health. Still have my 4 bombs. Haven't dropped them yet. Well, what are you gonna do? These guys need to die. So hey, you know what? Turn my lethargic fat ass into a fighter. So pick up the HA. Yeah, pick up the HA here, the 137. And we're just going to work him down until he is dead. I got the KI with me, so 2 human pilots, always good when we're working together. We literally got the superiority right off the bat here. I got the TSH, and yep, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. We are going to kill this TSH without my guns. So I'm going to try to get ahead of him. Eventually, I'm going to boost because, Jesus. Drop my 2 bombs in front of him, and let's see what we can do. Ooh, surprise from the sky. Excuse me. And a bombardier out of that. That's what happens when you kill an aerial target with your bombs. Alright, AO-192, he's running out ahead of me, and we're going to see if we can finish him off quick here before the objectives air superiority works its way through, and the game is over, and yeah, I need the combat points as quick as I can. They've apparently renamed them. I have no idea what they are. Personal something or other. I'll eventually go look it up here. So pick up the Bristol, Lord Hakai, something like that. So that was the first game in it. Wasn't terrible bad. Just about 8,000 combat points. Yeah, and this was a 70,000 credit game. Yeah, the first game out of it, not too bad, not too shabby. And I did pick up that bombardier, which makes me pretty happy because that's the first one I've gotten in this new mode. So here comes the next game, and we'll continue and see what you guys think of this. All right, guys, back with the next game in the Wirraway, and I have a mining plant. Yeah, again, the night map. Well, let's see what we can do here. I have one other human player with me who is in a light fighter. Yeah, wiggle that butt. So, we're off to the mining plant. The human player in the light fighter is actually with me. Yeah, this should be interesting. He is currently flying the AR-68. It's games like this, it just kills me. So, he takes a pot shot at me. I'm not sure what his problem is. So we're going to throw in here. I'm not sure what it's going to take to blow this up, but we'll see what we can do. So drop the first set, get the ace bombardier, drop another set on that one, see what we can do, see if we can knock that thing back to the blue, or start turning it blue. And I do at least one set. I'm going to pull in here on the BSH1. And like I said earlier, if you are a GA pilot and you're not killing the GAs that are over your cap that you are or that objective that you're trying to take, you will not succeed. This kills me. The constant back and forth flipping between the GAs and the GAs fighting with each other while they're bombing things. And I see lots and lots of human GA pilots that just will simply bomb a position but leave the bot GAs alone. And I'm just like, whoa, what are you doing? So the AR-68, he is he's in the ground attack mode, fellas. So I'm waiting for my bombs to reload here, and I'm gonna see if I can pick up some soft targets, and see if I can start waxing some of this stuff here. He's doing the exact same thing. 2 humans over this, and we don't have much chance. So I'm gonna pick up these soft targets here and get this complex here ready to be bombed, and see if I can pick this up on my next pass. So up and over I come, and we're gonna be looking here. Bombs are up. Yeah, it's one of those games. This gentleman here, I don't think he actually got above 1,000 combat points this game. He spent most of the game shooting at ground targets. So finally get it about half blue, and we are going to it's going to take a while. There isn't a whole lot of soft targets here for 2 7.62 machine guns to do a whole lot of damage to. I do pick up a AO-192, and of course he's actually loaded with ordnance. So I think this is that new bot system. They're a little bit more they're a little bit better, I guess maybe the word for it is. So he's dropped his bombs now, and he's picked up part of the objective again. So I've unfortunately been turned back, and now I got to start all over again. We're going to see if we can nail this objective here eventually. About that time is when the 115 shows up, and some other fighters. They're over here, which is, like I said, very odd for bots. And this kind of blows my whole bot video out back when I had it way back in the day out of whack, because now they are totally not playing like they normally used to. So see if I can finish off the 115. I almost got him with that first burst, so just got to pick him up with my tail gunner. Yeah, there we go. Which is going to help, of course, turn my objective back to neutral, and like I said, literally back to starting over here. But my bombs are almost up here. I have the big mining plant in the middle that's almost destroyed. So we're going to see if we can knock a few of these harder targets out. We're going to try to finish off the smokestacks and get the big objective here in the middle, which I believe is around 80. So 80 objective points. So it's going to be about half the objective if I can knock it out. So I'm going to turn around here, see if I can finish off a few more of these heavy targets. I was trying to save my bombs here for a little bit later, if I couldn't do this relatively quickly here. So I'm going to flip back over here and see if I can finish off a couple more objectives. I got an AO-192 coming in here. He's gone into the I'm not sure what he's actually up to here. I'm not sure if he's trying to deal with that other human pilot or what he's up to, but we're going to see if we can finish him off quick. This AR-68, I'm not terribly sure, once again, what he's up to. One of those deals. Now, you've watched the video and you've watched this thing go. With its armament, with its 4 bombs, it takes a fair amount of time to destroy targets with it. It's a tough plane, I'll give it that. And you'll watch what I'm talking about here a little bit later, how quickly or how much damage this thing can dish out and take. We're going to flip back around here, 356 hit points in here, and now I'm going to go back to playing this as a fighter. I'm going to pick up the HE-51 here. 2 machine guns. Takes a little bit of time to wear down a target, but I'll get him eventually. Coming back around here, he's actually chasing the human pilot, who doesn't seem to be terribly interested in anything. At least he's not shooting at the ground anymore, I guess. Pull around. Machine gun is working on this, the GA here. I'm going to finish off the I-15. That's my biggest threat. And now I'm going to turn around here and work on this GA here. We got 2 GAs incoming. I'm not sure where my... Oh yeah, there he is. He's still over there screwing around. Pick up, see if we can get the Pegasus knocked out. And the human pilot, he is somewhere around. Oh, there he is. So they've already done a pretty good chunk of damage to the center of this objective. So this is going to be a little interesting here. He's going to go full on. Yep, we're just going to run right into our smokestack and die. Which is nice because it turns our objective back to full, which leaves me with the AO-192 who's coming through here looking for the other human pilot. Very slow turn speed. Oh, this thing is such a slug. So they have 2 objectives. We had spent vast majority of this time on this objective here. So I dropped my 2 bombs because I want all 4 loaded when I get to the next objective, in case I gotta start doing that. So apparently it's 90 seconds. I'm sorry, I thought it said 60 seconds on the reload. It's 90 seconds on this reload for these 4 bombs. They are kicking the living crap out of us. The only thing that's saving us right now is the fact that we do have the the mining facility. They've had those 2 other objectives for a fair amount of time. So now I leave this. I leave the human pilot there by himself against those bots. All he's got to do is keep the objective, which he doesn't. So squall lines up. I have no help. He is no longer available to assist me in blowing up ground targets, and it's not going to look good for the home team. So pick up the AR-68 that's on my tail. And like I said, with the right equipment on this thing is literally a little bit of a tank. It takes a fair amount to shoot it down. I'm going to start working on here. Now, it's going to be quicker for me to take out planes than it is to take out ground targets, and that's what you're going to see me do here. I'm going to use my tail gunner quite a bit, and I'm going to try to pick up some of these planes that are flying away from me and start knocking them down because I want to turn this objective as quick as I can. Yeah. So pick up the HE-51. You know, like I said, with the two 7.62s in the front, it's not too bad for firepower. So we are the final hope. And the bots, you're killing me. You're killing me here. So I need 2 planes to flip this objective, to kill 2 planes, pick up the last HE, and now I have a crap ton on my tail here. We're going to see what we can do here. You know, in fact, it's just one single machine gun. It does a really nice job against these lower tier planes. I mean, I can run off their hit points fairly quickly. I need 1 more kill to turn the garrison. Remember, I am the only hope, the last hope. So yeah, I'm currently getting chased by 2 enemy aircraft. I don't have much choice here. Start boosting, try to stay out ahead of him enough where I can start working on him with my longer range rear guns. He's finally starting getting close enough here where he can start actually hitting me with his guns, but that's the nice thing about that turret stabilization. It allows me to pick him up a little bit further out. So, sitting about 12,000 combat points, and we have two objectives, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, we got this, and then we were literally so close to at least drawing this game, with unfortunately me having to come over here to finish this off. Now there is really no chance for me to do anything other than try to rack up some more combat points before we finish this up, before this game is over with. 1 thumbs up on this, guys. I really do enjoy this plane for what it is. You know, it works well for the ground attack. You know, other than the fact it's super slow, kind of anemic firepower, but it gets the job done. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can everything you can possibly do, and you're let down by the other human that's on your team. I'm gonna give him a little bit of, you know, Possibly he might have been a brand new player. I'll let it flow that way. But yeah. So right at 14,000 combat points and a loss. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Go pick up this plane if you are, like I said, a GA player. It is a lot of fun. It does the job what it's supposed to do. If you're not that interested in it, of course, I said don't play it if you don't like it. So you guys have a good night, and we'll be seeing you later.